Welcome to The Explainer. Today, we're going to break down how you can get truly extraordinary results from AI tools. So if you've ever felt like your outputs are a little generic, maybe a bit underwhelming, you're about to find out the simple shift that changes absolutely everything.
You know, this quote just nails it. It's the single biggest mistake most people make. They hop into an AI tool, type a short phrase, hit enter, and then they wonder why the result is so bland. The truth is, AI is not a search bar. Think of it more like a collaborator, and the quality of what you create together, well, that depends entirely on the quality of your instructions.
So first up, let's really look at this common problem. Honestly, it's a super easy trap to fall into, but once you see it, you'll know exactly how to avoid it from now on.
I mean, just look at the difference here. It's night and day, right? On the left, a simple question gets you, well, a pretty generic list. But on the right, the prompt is way more specific. It gives the AI a job, it defines the goal as high retention, and it even spells out the format for the answer. It's the same AI, same topic, but you're going to get a world of difference in the outcome. This isn't about luck. It's all about structure.
So, here it is. This is the crucial mindset shift you need to make. Stop thinking of your prompts as just questions. Instead, start thinking of them as a detailed contract between you and your AI.
A prompt is a contract. Let that sink in for a second. You are setting the terms of the agreement. The more details you put into this contract, the clearer you are, the better the AI can hold up its end of the bargain. It's all about moving from these vague requests to really explicit instructions.
And every great contract, or in our case, a great prompt, has these 5 ingredients. You give the AI a role, you provide the context, you define the task, you set constraints like word count or tone, and, this one's a big one, you give it examples. Now, you don't always need all 5, but the more of these you can include, the more precise your results are going to be.
Okay, so now let's explore 3 specific, powerful techniques you can use to put all these ingredients into action right away.
The first and maybe the simplest technique is role prompting. It's so easy. Before you ask the AI to do anything, you tell it who to be. Think about it, right? You'd ask a doctor for medical advice, not just some random person on the street. Giving the AI an expert identity, it basically activates its specific knowledge base for that exact role.
And this just shows the transformation perfectly. That weak prompt, it gets you a list of topics. But the strong role prompt gets you a strategy. By telling the AI it's an experienced strategist and giving it context about the channel, the output completely shifts from just ideas to strategic advice that's tailored for a real audience and a real goal.
Now, what's really fascinating about this next technique is how it changes the AI's actual process. It's called chain of thought, and it basically forces the AI to slow down and reason through a problem step by step, just like a human would, instead of just jumping straight to an answer.
And hey, this isn't just some clever trick. The data actually backs it up. Researchers at Google found that just adding the simple phrase, think step by step, can boost accuracy on complex tasks by a staggering 40%. That's huge. 3 little words that fundamentally improve the quality of the AI's logic.
So here's what that looks like in practice. A direct prompt might give you a decent plan, but it could be a little shallow. But a chain of thought prompt, where you literally outline the reasoning steps for it, that forces the AI to analyze pain points, content types, and who the competition is before it recommends anything. So the final output isn't just a list, it's a well-reasoned argument.
Okay, our third technique, few-shot prompting, is an absolute game changer for anyone trying to get the AI to match a unique voice or a specific style. This is how you teach an AI your brand of creativity without having to write out some long, complicated style guide.
The idea is super simple. You show it, you don't just tell it. You give the AI a few examples or shots of exactly what you're looking for. So in this case, by giving it a few successful YouTube titles, you're teaching it the underlying patterns, the first-person story, the specific result, and that little bit of intrigue. And would you look at the result? The AI doesn't just copy the format, it gets the vibe. It totally understands that combination of vulnerability and a surprising outcome that really defined the style of the examples you gave it. This, right here, is how you get the AI to sound like you. All right, now for the really fun part. These techniques, they aren't meant to be used by themselves. They're like building blocks. Let's see what happens when we layer them all together into one single, powerful master prompt.
This is where it all comes together beautifully.
We've stacked a role, and not just one, but two, a scriptwriter and a behavioral psychologist. We've given it a clear task. We've included a chain of thought instruction to focus on human psychology, like curiosity and FOMO. And we've provided few-shot examples to match a specific voice. See how each layer adds a new level of precision? It leads to an exponentially better result.
So what's the big takeaway here? After all of this, why does mastering this skill matter so much right now?
Because this is the crucial point. The difference between someone getting just okay results from AI and someone getting extraordinary, game-changing results, it isn't the tool they're using. It's the quality of the conversation they're having with it. Learning to prompt well is basically learning a new form of communication, and it is a fundamental skill for the future.
You now have the foundation to go from asking simple questions to giving sophisticated instructions. That gap between a basic idea and a fully fleshed out strategy, well, it's now just a few well-crafted prompts away. So the real question is, what will you create with yours?